Hello everyone, for my final essay, I would like to focus on the first topic, the relationship in the Bible. I believe that cases of interpersonal relationship and the relationship between man and nature can very accurately capture the essence of relationships, even in the modern world. One potential proof is that Bible is the best-selling book in all time in the Western history. I believe not only for religious reasons, but also for the observation of humankind in it still shed light on the life today. The three relationships I want to deal with in my essay is the relationship between man and woman, the respect and the faith for man's God, and the relationship between man and nature. Firstly, to write about the relationship between man and woman, I can quote Confucius' words. Confucius in ancient times said that the only people hard to get along is man and is snob and a woman. This reflects a partial prejudice for women. However, also in the classical Chinese work, the right-mentioned dream, the main character, Jia Baoyu, comments that women are made of water while men are made of nasty mud. I think actually this reflects two completely opposing views on the existence of the other side, that is female. Unlikely in the history, female also hold different views towards the male. So basically, from these two examples, we can see that the intersexual relationship in human history is both a unity and also conflictory. Well, how can we apply the example in Bible to our life in the modern day? I believe that the story of Adam and Eve can be a good example. Well, Adam believes that God sends Eve to him as his gift, to be his own bone and flesh and blood. This actually reflects that Adam intends to treasure Eve very much. However, when Adam and Eve ate from the forbidden fruit, Adam was blamed by God, and he laid all the blame to Eve. This fact, instead of reflecting on his own responsibility. So this example can also happen in the modern day life, when husband and wife get inharmonious because of a certain different view on certain things. Well, the second aspect I want to write is the respect and obedience for man's God. Actually, in the Bible, Abraham acts as a very vivid example of sacrificing his son to his God. I think this belief and faith for one's God comes from the authority of God and man's own worship for the God. Even though we are now still debating whether Abraham could know that God won't sacrifice his son before he goes on the journey, but from his obedience, instead of escape from what God says, we can say that Abraham acts with absolute respect and obedience to his God. Likely in the modern world, sometimes the respect and worship in a certain religion can go extreme, such as many people would act as a man-made bomb to destroy their enemy. In this case, I believe that it is not so noble as a faith that drives them to act as man-made bomb to destroy the peace of the world, but actually their belief is manipulated by certain parties, and those man-made bombs are brainwashed to believe in their religion. So, but anyway, it is also a belief in a religion for his or her God, and this I think can be applied with the second case that I want to write about. The third case I want to write about is the relationship between human and nature. Actually, the case that we can find from the Bible is in the Genesis. The God says man is therefore to become the dominant power in the world, and they can rule the world. However, in the modern day, I believe that this word is only partially true. The true part is that man really did make great changes to the world by industrial revolution, by the technological revolution. But what we cannot neglect is that while making changes to our current environment, we are also damaging them. For example, the global warming is caused by is also caused by the activity of man. And while global warming makes more ice melt in the ocean, man may suffer from this result as well. So I believe that today man will not only dominate the world and rule the world, but should also be shouldering the responsibility for creating a world for not only human beings ourselves, but also for all the animals and plants and living organisms and things that we together reside in this world. The above are three aspects I want to talk about in my essay, and I welcome all sorts of opinions. Thank you very much.